I need to tell you something that nobody wants to hear. One day, you'll wake up and realize most of the people you loved are gone. Not moved away. Not busy. Gone forever. And the silence will be deafening. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's about being prepared for one of life's hardest realities. Because when you reach your 60s, 70s, or 80s, loss becomes a constant companion. And nobody teaches you how to handle it. The phone stops ringing as much. The dinner invitations slow down. Old friends pass away. Family members get too busy with their own lives. And suddenly, you're facing a kind of loneliness you never imagined possible. But here's what I want you to know. This loneliness doesn't have to destroy you. In fact, it can transform you in ways you never expected. Let me show you how. First, let's talk about what makes loneliness in later years so different from loneliness when you're young. When you're 30 and lonely, you tell yourself it's temporary. You'll meet someone. You'll make new friends. Time is on your side. But when you're 70 and lonely, time feels like it's running out. The energy to start over isn't there anymore. Your body doesn't cooperate the way it used to. Going out and meeting new people feels exhausting instead of exciting. And Terry's something else. The grief is cumulative. You're not just mourning one person. You're mourning your spouse of 50 years. Your best friend from college. Your brother. Your sister. Sometimes all within a few years of each other. Each loss compounds the previous one. The weight gets heavier. The world feels emptier. You start to wonder if it's even worth forming new connections when they might just lead to more pain. I spoke with Margaret, an 82-year-old widow who lost her husband 5 years ago. She told me something that broke my heart. She said she'd stopped answering her phone because every call was either a scam or bad news. Think about that for a moment. She'd reached a point where human connection had become associated with pain. That's the reality many older adults face. And we need to talk about it honestly. But Margaret's story doesn't end there. And neither does yours have to. Because she discovered something crucial. She learned that loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Loneliness is painful. It's the ache of wanting connection and not having it. Solitude, on the other hand, is peaceful. It's the ability to be alone without feeling lonely. And that shift in perspective changes everything. So how do you make that shift? How do you transform loneliness into solitude? Let me share 7 strategies that actually work. Not theory. Not wishful thinking. Real, practical approaches that have helped thousands of older adults navigate this challenging time. Strategy number 1 is accepting the reality without fighting it. This sounds simple, but it's incredibly hard. We're taught to fight against negative feelings. To stay positive. To keep busy. But sometimes, you need to sit with the pain. Acknowledge that yes, people you loved are gone. Yes, life has changed dramatically. Yes, it hurts. Fighting these facts only makes them more powerful. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means stopping the exhausting battle against reality. When you accept what is, you free up energy to focus on what you can actually control. And that brings us to strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 is rebuilding your identity beyond relationships. For decades, you might have been someone's spouse, someone's parent, someone's friend. Those roles defined you. But now those roles have changed or disappeared. Who are you when nobody's watching? What do you value? What brings you joy independent of other people? These aren't easy questions. But answering them is essential. Take up that hobby you always wanted to try. Learn something new. Create something with your hands. Write your memoirs. Paint. Garden. The activity itself matters less than the act of defining yourself by what you do, not who you know. Strategy number 3 involves creating new rituals and routines. When people leave your life, they take routines with them. Sunday dinners. Morning coffee chats. Evening walks. Those empty spaces in your schedule become painful reminders of loss. Don't leave those spaces empty. Fill them intentionally. Create new rituals that honor the past while building the future. Maybe you light a candle every morning and think about the people you've lost. Then you do something life-affirming. Read. Exercise. Cook a good meal. Rituals provide structure. Structure provides comfort. Comfort makes loneliness more bearable. It's that simple and that profound. Strategy number 4 is about technology. I know, you might be thinking technology is for young people. But hear me out. Technology can be a lifeline when you're isolated. Video calls let you see grandchildren across the country. Online communities connect you with people who share your interests. Streaming services provide entertainment and education. Even simple things like texting can maintain connections that might otherwise fade. You don't need to become a tech expert. Just learn a few basics. Ask for help. Most younger people are happy to teach if you're willing to learn. And the payoff in reduced loneliness is enormous. Strategy number 5 involves giving back. This might seem counterintuitive. You're lonely and grieving. Why should you focus on others? Because helping others is one of the most powerful antidotes to loneliness that exists. Volunteer at a local school. Mentor someone younger. Join a community organization. Share your skills and experience. When you give to others, you remember your value. You create purpose. You build new connections. And here's the beautiful part. Older volunteers are desperately needed. Your wisdom and experience are valuable. Organizations will welcome you with open arms. You're not imposing. You're contributing. Strategy number 6 is professional help when you need it. There's no shame in seeing a therapist or counselor. Grief is hard. Loneliness is hard. You don't have to face them alone. Many therapists specialize in working with older adults. They understand the unique challenges you face. They can provide tools and strategies tailored to your situation. And sometimes, just having someone to talk to regularly makes all the difference. If cost is a concern, look into community mental health centers. Many offer sliding scale fees. Some senior centers provide free counseling. Resources exist. You just need to reach out. Strategy number 7 is the hardest but most important. It's about opening yourself to new connections despite the risk of future loss. Yes, making new friends means you might lose them too. But the alternative is worse. Closing yourself off guarantees loneliness. Opening yourself up offers the possibility of connection, joy, and meaning. Even if those connections are temporary, they're worth it. Every moment of genuine human connection is worth it. Join clubs. Attend community events. Strike up conversations. Say yes to invitations. Be vulnerable. Share your story. Listen to others' stories. Connection requires courage, especially after loss. But you have that courage. You've survived this long. You're stronger than you think. Now let's talk about something crucial. The difference between being alone and being lonely. You can be surrounded by people and feel desperately lonely. You can be completely alone and feel peaceful and content. Loneliness is about the quality of connection, not the quantity. One deep, Meaningful relationship can eliminate loneliness more effectively than a dozen superficial ones. Focus on depth, not breadth. And remember, your relationship with yourself counts. How do you talk to yourself? Are you kind? Compassionate? Or harsh and critical? The voice in your head can be your greatest comfort or your worst enemy. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself the way you'd treat a dear friend going through the same struggles. Be gentle. Be patient. Be understanding. You're doing the best you can in a difficult situation. I also want to address something important. Some people will tell you to just stay busy. Keep your mind occupied. Don't think about the loss. That's terrible advice. You need to feel your feelings. Grief demands to be felt. Loneliness demands to be acknowledged. Pushing emotions down doesn't make them disappear. It just makes them more powerful. So create space for sadness. Cry when you need to. Talk about the people you've lost. Look at old photos. Remember the good times. Grief is love with nowhere to go. It's a testament to the depth of your connections. But also create space for joy. You're allowed to laugh. You're allowed to enjoy life. Feeling happy doesn't dishonor the people you've lost. They'd want you to find moments of peace and pleasure. Let me share one more story. Robert, a 75-year-old man, lost his wife and 2 close friends within 18 months. He told me he seriously considered giving up. Life felt pointless. But then he started volunteering at an animal shelter. Those dogs didn't care that he was old or sad or lonely. They just wanted his attention and affection. And in caring for them, he found a reason to get up every morning. Eventually, he adopted a senior dog that nobody else wanted. They became inseparable. That dog gave him purpose, routine, and unconditional love. It wasn't the same as human connection, but it was something. And something is better than nothing. Pets can be wonderful companions in later years. They provide structure, affection, and a reason to stay active. If you're physically able to care for an animal, consider it. Shelters are full of older pets that need homes. You could save each other. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Loneliness in your golden years is painful, but it's not a death sentence. It's a challenge. And you've overcome challenges before. You've lived through wars, recessions, personal tragedies, and countless obstacles. This is just one more. And you have tools now that you didn't have before. Wisdom, perspective, resilience. Use them. Reach out. Stay open. Be kind to yourself. Create meaning. Build connection. Honor the past while embracing the present. You deserve peace and contentment in these years. And remember, you're not alone in feeling alone. Millions of older adults face the same struggles. By talking about it, by sharing strategies, by supporting each other, we can make this journey easier. Your golden years can still shine. The light might be different than you expected. Softer perhaps. More reflective. But it's still light. And where Terry's light, Terry's hope. Hold on to that.